Yes, I'm still single for everyone who keeps asking. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that my t-shirt website is finally ready. It's kokosjourney.com. Mwah! There will be more music videos and trucking videos coming. My truck grossed $11,050 in 7 days. My first load was from Texas to Florida. This load was a cheaper load I took because I was in a dead area and I needed to get out. I took the load for $5,100. This was also a last minute load because the load that I had canceled on me. The original load that I had that canceled, it was originally paying $6,300 to go into Florida. My second load was from Florida to Kingsport, Tennessee. That load paid me $1,850. It was also a next day delivery. I was able to get that load off of me before 10 a.m. and I booked myself another load to New Jersey from Tennessee, also a next day load, and guess what? It paid $2,400. And then I was able to dispatch myself another load from New Jersey to South Carolina for $1,700. I didn't really want to take that load because it was more on the cheaper end, but sometimes out here you just have to do what you have to do to keep rolling. For a total of 7 days, I drove around 3,300 miles and I spent around $1,400 in fuel. And yes, I do have several fuel discount cards that I use on a daily basis. Some people may think that $11,000 in 7 days is not a lot of money, but at the end of the day, you have to remember that I do have a drive-in trailer, so I'm not on the reefer side of trucking. And then when I was a company driver, I was barely bringing home $1,000 a week after taxes. The best thing about having my own truck and trucking company is like I basically can run as hard as I want to or as light as I want to. It's all up to me. And I know that there has been a lot of rumors going around. Y'all want to know where have I been for 2 to 3 months. And I'm going to tell y'all, sometimes I have highs, sometimes I have lows. Sometimes I'm just so busy trying to get ahead and maintain what I have. And I did try dating for a little while, and that was a flop, y'all. Like, I really just need to focus on myself, my business, and my real estate because love doesn't hurt, but loving the wrong person does. Being a truck driver for me is very rewarding, but there are times where it's very dangerous for all of us. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't really want to do, and sometimes you will end up spending money even though you wasn't even expecting to spend no money. Y'all see what I mean? Save money and money will save you. I wake up this morning to get into a dock door and look what I see. Look at this, yo. Look. Ain't no way. Okay. So as y'all know, I got 4 recaps left on my trailer. 4. And you know, tires are not cheap. Tires are expensive. I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea. Y'all probably remember something like this happening to me before, but I did not have my own trailer at this time. I just had my truck. So look at this. Done. Gone. You know, I was gonna get this replaced. I really was. I was gonna get this replaced. Y'all know how I am about my equipment. I don't play no games. But I thought I had a little bit more time. But oh well. Y'all, look at this. Look at that. Like, rolling on nothing, honey. Nothing. Alright, so what they do is, I guess they put the tire on this and maybe like inspect it or something. So this is the tire that was off the rim that I showed you guys. He said they cannot put this back on because there's a nail right here. It's very tiny. It's very tiny. And then you guys, there's another one like right here, and he said it's like going through all the way like right here somewhere. I guess it's long and crazy. I don't really know. So I cannot reuse this tire at all, and it's done. And so this is basically what my trailer looks like without one of its tires. I did decide to get another Ironman tire, and it was around $350, something like that. So now I have only 2 recaps left on my trailer. And here I'm just showing you guys a little bit behind the scenes of how guys put on these tires. Oh look, I almost forgot to show you guys that I did replace the old mud flaps with 2 new mud flaps, and these were only about $20, $21 a piece. Here is the final look of this brand new tire. I did get this done in between loads at a truck stop. I did have to wait 3 hours though. Never give up, because great things take time. Sometimes I get put in situations where I really don't want to be in, but in order to make my money, I have to do what I have to do. So I just wanted to show you, here's a quick look at a situation where I had to obviously get out and look, and I also had to get this person to move their vehicle out the way so I could get into the door. So I decided to change the 2 belts for my water pump and alternator. I just thought that it was a good time to do this while I had a mechanic where his labor rate was very cheap, I think under $100. I've had both of these belts since I purchased this truck, so for about a year now, and I just want to show y'all where they go. The other belts was not that bad, but to be on the safe side, I just decided to replace it because I don't want to end up on the side of the road, okay? And obviously this is the old alternator right here. I just felt more comfortable replacing it, getting out the way before the winter time comes. I've had these underneath my bed for a minute. I think these were like $10 or something like that at the truck stop. And you could just add these on to your glad hands. Here is my new alternator, perfectly installed. And I think I said in a previous video I spent around $230 or somewhere around that price on this particular part, and all of the labor for this ended up being around, I think, $150. It did take him, I think, like 2 hours or so to do this job, but I was not complaining because I was happy about getting parts replaced, obviously for the low. And here's the old one. I let him have it. Okay, and a quick tip, you guys, there are different filters on these trucks that we do drive and see on the road. This is one that's actually underneath my bed. I replace it every 2 to 3 months. It is not cheap either. It's like around well, it's like less than $60 for just one. So I usually buy them 2 at a time. And I just want to say I've missed you guys and I love you guys so much. I hope you all learned something from my video. Until next time, you guys, Koko's journey.